Presented by Listen Headlines. Latest financial news from trusted sources.
Wall Street Journal Markets.
March 16. 5:30 America, New York. Chinese auto stocks drop as troubles pile up. Sluggish sales and supply chain disruptions have made investors more pessimistic about the world's largest car market.
Daily FX Market News.
March 16, 5:05 America, New York. USDJPY soars and Nikkei 225 steadies as Ukraine fears cool Fed rate hike nears. The US dollar surged to a 5-year high against the yen, and Japan's Nikkei 225 stock index found a base as market worries about the war in Ukraine cooled as the Fed prepared to start a rate hike. See
New York Times Business.
March 16, 5 o'clock America, New York. Why is the Fed raising interest rates? Here's the Federal Reserve's rationale, and how it might trickle through the economy to affect you. Global economy.
March 16, 4:38 America, New York. European stocks follow Asian shares higher after signs of Beijing stimulus. U.S. government bond prices soften ahead of interest rate decision by Federal Reserve.
Marginal Revolution, March 16, 3:05 America, New York. Did Turkish Islamization make people more religious? No, this paper first evaluates the impact of a 2-decade-long Islamization policy carried out by a pro-Islamist party, which came to power in 2002 in Turkey, on the attitudes of Turkish people toward religious values, religious practices, and clergy.
Armstrong Economics.
March 16, 0:05 America, New York. World Bank warns against hoarding and Russia turns to the yuan. There will be a run on gas and food, the World Bank inadvertently reported. World Bank President David Malpass is warning people not to hoard essentials amid runaway inflation and monetary policies that continue to worsen every variable of the situation.
Armstrong Economics.
March 16, 0:03 America, New York. Their medicine is poison. Pfizer chief Albert Bourla is now insisting that the COVID vaccine will be needed annually, akin to a flu shot. It is necessary, a fourth booster right now, Bourla said.
Global economy. March 16, 0:00 America, New York. Europe's car plants halted by lack of low-cost Ukrainian component. Factories idled because harness used to hold together electric cabling is harder to secure from war-hit country.
BBC News Business.
March 15, 23:20 America, New York. KFC owner Yum sales plunge as China COVID cases surge. Yum China says sales have fallen by 20% as parts of the country are placed back in lockdown.
BBC News Business.
March 15, 23:20 America, New York. KFC owner Yum sales plunge as China COVID cases surge. Yum China says sales have fallen by 20% as parts of the country are placed back in lockdown.
BBC News Business.
March 15, 23:14 America, New York. The neighborhood leading a green energy revolution. A small area of Scotland is the home of a groundbreaking experiment to power homes with green hydrogen.
BBC News Business.
March 15, 23:14 America, New York. The neighborhood leading a green energy revolution. A small area of Scotland is the home of a groundbreaking experiment to power homes with green hydrogen.
Daily FX Market News.
March 15, 2300 America, New York. USD recovery looks fragile amid war risks as US dollar eyes FOMC. USD is cautiously rising for a third day despite worsening fighting in Ukraine as European leaders visit Kyiv. Tonight's FOMC may inject volatility into the currency pair and bolster the USDs. New York Times Business.
March 15, 2005 America, New York. NLRB issues a complaint against Starbucks. A National Labor Relations Board office said the chain had illegally penalized 2 Arizona workers, the first such finding in the recent unionization push. Workers at more than 100 Starbucks locations have filed for union elections.